All right, what's happening?
Not a lot, how are you?
Abdul?
Not much.
New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Going out?
Doesn't feel like New Year's. It's coming up. It's been a rubbish year.
Oh, I don't answer that.
The
Going
Dash
out?
Month.
Yeah, you.
No.
Why not?
I don't
I
go
mean, we
out.
had this discussion at 1 o'clock this
I
morning.
know, but let's have it again.
So old.
I don't go out.
Yeah, too old.
You going out?
No, I don't go out.
Oh, fuck off.
We're lucky to have you here.
It's a bit of racism in that. Steve.
Not really.
Absolutely is.
I go, wait, how?
I'm complaining to HR lads.
Oh, fuck
We had it from scheming off
Add
camera.
it to the draw.
And now it's
Fucking hell.
And now it's Steve. No, I'm joking. It does not feel like it's coming to the new year though, innit? Like,
No.
it feels dead.
It does.
I remember the year
Sad,
2000.
innit?
This is going to feel really old. I remember the year 2000, New Year's Eve, and everyone was like, it's like the biggest. I went to a house party.
Did you?
At Pringles, yeah.
What did you do?
What? The year 2000? I was somewhere in Germany.
Oh, yeah. How
Don't
old were you?
remember.
2.
2, yeah.
That's decent, it? I was 7, getting shit-faced, probably. Can't remember exactly, but probably just with loads of birds getting shit-faced and that. Sounds like something I'd do at 7.
You were
didn't
7 in 2000?
it? Big time, mate,
You're
big
older
time.
than I thought.
16, mate.
Thank you. We're going to be doing a little United awards, aren't we? Giving out some awards for the year.
I'd like you to know that this is not my idea because, as every Friday 4 o'clock viewer knows, the only subject we talk about is a 1991 Cup in the
Yeah,
squad.
we can go into that. Do it if you want. We'll leave that best play to last. Let's start with favourite moment, shall we?
Beating Johan Cruyff
No.
to win the cup.
In 2021. What's your favourite moment of the year, Abdul? You got one?
I don't think I got one for United. We've been shit all year.
No, we haven't.
We have.
You won a Europa League semi-final, mate.
Well,
Oh my God.
Would we be able to do
Oh my
that
God.
if we were shit?
did we have any like proper sick wins, like comebacks and that? Nothing in it. I can't remember anything.
It was all 3/4 of it was behind closed doors,
Yeah.
so that was great.
Even the Milan Europa was dead. Like, other than beating them at San Siro, like if you've not got fans there.
Do you know, honestly, what my best moment might be? It might be beating PSG away in the group stages. Well, actually, no, that was the year before.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't even count. That was
There's
the last
nothing.
season, but
We've
not
done
last
nothing
year.
special all year. We've been basic.
9-0. Was that this year? Was that Southampton 9-0 this year? Yeah, I'd have to say beating Johan Cruyff to become European Cup Winners' Champions of the World was my best moment.
Of the year.
Nah, legit though. What was a good win this year?
Best,
Like,
all right,
against
the
a
best
good
moment
team.
doesn't have to
Best
be on
moment
the
was signing
pitch.
Ronaldo. Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
God.
There you go. There you go.
Was that 12-hour day where
Yeah.
I don't know what happened?
It just kicked off, didn't it?
Yeah, it was sensational.
I was like sick to my stomach. the night
Properly fell out
before.
with Rio as well. So just don't stop texting me. You're doing my fucking head in.
You said that to him?
Yeah.
Scary.
That whole day was like a movie.
And I banned eyes. Joe, the little eye emoji.
Oh, yeah.
I banned the eye emoji in our group
Did you?
chat because
No more
I'm
of this
fucking
now.
sick of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Fuck off.
Best moment might either be that or the
Yeah.
Newcastle game.
Because the moment he
Newcastle
phoned
game
me,
was
he
great.
phoned me and goes, "He's on his way for a medical," and I was like, "But where though?"
Yeah, because we knew he was going somewhere. This is the thing, that
Like,
day,
"Oh, fuck off.
that day you were getting all the info, weren't you? You must have been loving that.
It was exhausting, Joe.
Was it?
Yeah, because there was too much to do.
Exciting though. Yeah, getting Ronaldo was good. That was a good moment.
Feels like the 20 super chat there from Aditya. Feels like the 24th month of 2020. I'm tired of all the negatives around. It's been fucking rough.
Yeah, it's
hasn't
been
it?
rough.
I haven't been away since 2019.
That's a good one. Miles Van Eaton and Varane announcement pre-match. Him going on the pitch.
That was
I
pretty
wasn't even there for that, but I still got goosebumps
Yeah.
just watching on telly.
I
That was
ran
amazing.
into the ground like I was late, and I look and there was just some dude walking down the tunnel. I was like, all right, why is everyone just going off here? I was like, oh,
Someone
fair.
come and told me United have, it was like, was it 9:45, 10:45, something like that. United have just announced Varane and was like, I think they're going to put him on the pitch. So we ran up from the concourse. That is the fuck your pianos and Stormzy. Let's announce everyone like that.
That is good, isn't it? Get him out on the pitch.
sensational.
But the thing is, though, if you announce like Lee Grant like that, people go, "Who is it?" It's got to be Varane.
To be fair, we'd all
it's got to be
remember
someone.
Lee
You
Grant.
can't do every
Yeah,
sign
he
like
had a
that.
worldie every time he come to Old Trafford, like with Stoke in it. Like when's that I missed like a million sitters against him.
Yeah, Cavani's goal in front of the crowd. That chip from like 35
You know what?
yards.
Yeah, it wasn't there, me then.
That's a good
That
one.
was,
I didn't
that
go
was
to
the
that.
was that when we like
Fulham.
20% or something was in there.
Yeah, it's Fulham.
I didn't get a ticket for that one.
That was pretty good.
What about when the fans stormed the ground?
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was one of
That
the
was a funny day.
ultimately that was one of the moments of 2021.
Yeah,
That was a hilarious
that was pretty
day.
exciting, wasn't
Hey,
it?
we stopped the game.
Yeah, that
But
was
the
pretty
funniest
fun.
thing is, I didn't know anyone was in there, and they're like, someone FaceTime someone, I don't know, And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we didn't know it was at little.
Why are your knees sliding
Look at that,
there?
look. Is that the pitch? That's very green. What, are you on a snooker table? No, that's Old Trafford that we're
Just
in.
me knees sliding.
Yes, with a corner flag.
Yeah, the
was
amount
good.
of mates, and I think they've all got away with it. So fucking happy days. Because when
There's been raids recently.
there was raids, weren't there, about like who's this guy, who's this guy, who's this guy. I was like, let me have a look at that. Don't fucking know any of them. Buzzing.
Yeah, same.
But I was like, there's no way I don't know any of these, but I didn't. So fair play.
Look at you. So moment of the year, signing Ronaldo.
Yeah, definitely.
We're locking that in?
Ronaldo. Yeah, sign Ronaldo, 100%.
It's a shame that there hasn't. The best moment of the year hasn't come after he signed. Like, it hasn't come on the pitch.
The Newcastle day was so good.
That was great.
That was just unreal, man.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was the last game I've been to. Left on a
That's a
high.
decent one.
Yeah, we'll go with that then. Signing Ronaldo.
Pretty good, wasn't it?
It was really good, especially because we thought he was going to City as well.
Yeah,
That would've
it
been-
just switched, didn't it? In hours. I think it was like
Yeah.
10 when Rio tweeted that, wasn't it, in the morning? And then a few hours later, I was there
Fucking
on Paddock.
bastard. The night before, right? We're going to bed, and he's like preparing to do a live the next day. He's like asked the graphic designer in our group, do us a thumbnail with like Ronaldo in a City shirt, and I was like, I feel sick. I feel violated. I feel sick.
Do you think he would have gone?
What?
Do you think he would have gone to City? I think it was.
I
all
think he
applause.
would. No, it definitely wasn't a ploy, but I think it was the only option on the table at the time. United didn't know he was available. Was the top and bottom of it, and
Yeah, it felt like that.
and I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, but fuck it. Supposedly, George Mendes had told Ronaldo United had bid, but it was a shit bid, and like Juve weren't going to accept it. So he thought, well, that's it then. I've got to go to fucking City. And then I think that's where Rio got involved, and he was like, just double check the fucking bid and that, and then bish bash bosh before you know it.
So then the bid was actually better than it seemed, or United came with a new bid.
No, United hadn't bid.
Oh.
George Mendes had told Ronaldo that they'd bid and it wasn't a lot, but they hadn't ever bid. They'd never bid. So for whatever reason, George Mendes was fucking spinning that yarn. Because Rio spoke to Woodward and Judge, and they went, we didn't even know it was available. We've not bid.
That's
It
interesting.
was like, well, do you wanna try put a bid in? Because here's what's going to happen if you don't. So they did, and they boxed it off within 12 hours.
That's decent,
That
isn't
is
it?
nuts.
The fastest we've ever acted on a transfer. When you
gotta
compare that
be,
to
hasn't it?
Sancho, who we signed in the same summer, that took 18
2
months.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
At least.
Alex Bailey said, the last brew of a shitstorm of a year. Thanks to the Paddock and Howson for great content. And chats, keep it up in 2022.
Thank
Let's
you, Alex.
get smashed up the fucking Paddock.
I
Cheers,
might
mate.
get smashed tonight. No, I'm not getting smashed tonight.
So what are you doing tonight?
Nothing.
Just sitting in? Watching telly?
Yeah.
Hootenanny?
What?
What, Jules Holland's Hootenanny?
No.
That's like an option on New Year's Eve.
It's an option.
What do you do? Probably just watch The Last Dance or something, knowing you. 18
What,
Red
feel
Bulls
like
and The
that
Last
for-
Dance.
What, you'll be, why does the truth hurt you?
Why do you watch The Last Dance every 2 weeks?
I don't know. It's amazing, isn't it? Do you know
It
what
is
I mean?
good,
It's
but
fascinating.
once was enough.
Isn't it like 10 hours long and all?
Yeah.
I might want to rewatch that, actually. That was so good.
It was good.
That come out like
About the
mid-
14th or 15th watch, right? It gets deeper.
Is that when it gets really good?
Yeah, that's when
Yeah,
it
the
gets
first
really
10 times, you barely even see it. After that's when you really start noticing the fibres in the shirts and all
When
that.
are we going to get a United one, man?
Never.
No. The
The only way you're going to do it, if the footage must have been archived. The genius of what they did with The Last Dance is that someone sat on footage for 25 years.
That is so
That is the
sick.
genius and the patience to go, what are we doing with that?
Yeah.
And then to get a reputable production company that can actually has got the access to get Michael Jordan to actually be in it. Because you see so many of these. Everyone watching here, and all three of us, and them two dicks behind the camera, all of us can go and buy archive footage. Some of it's extremely expensive. Some of it is shockingly cheap, right? And you could theoretically go and get loads of Happy Birthday to Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
You can go and get loads of Alex Ferguson documentaries and make yourself a Netflix quality documentary for about 30 grand, right? In terms of getting like Aberdeen and United archive footage that's on like British Pathé or one of the other fucking aggregators. I can't remember what the name of it is now.
There's loads of them.
Press Association, that was what I was thinking
Yeah.
of, right? So you can go and get that, and then you can get some sexy narrator, and you can go and narrate yourself a documentary, and it'll be okay. But until you get the access to Fergie, and until you get the access to teammates,
And were you in the dressing room at the time? And were you, and then the interviews.
when you've got those things which can tell a different story or put a different spin on it, that's when you get genius. And having what they had access to with The Last Dance and Michael Jordan's involvement within the making of it is what made it as good as it is. And the patience to sit on it for 25. The only slight annoying thing about it is that it's not linear. It fucking jumps around left, right, and centre, so it's hard to keep up with what the fuck they're talking about at the time.
Yeah, see, I didn't mind that because I think for someone who doesn't know the story back top to bottom, it might be slightly frustrating, and I didn't. But I think if you already knew exactly what happened, you remember it, you were there, you were watching all those games, it might be a bit boring just to plod through start to finish again, just a complete recount of what happened, but it's still brilliant, isn't it? But I don't think a United one can exist from... I just don't think that footage is there from the 90s, is it? Like inside the dressing room.
You would be looking at
stuff.
like Steve Bruce's captain's log would be the closest that we had to it, which is very, very good. And someone should revisit that and maybe remaster it.
That'd be good.
That would be interesting to do because he had the first title win.
Really?
Yeah. So actually, you're a year and a half off the anniversary of it. See if that's available. We should do it. If it's available, we'll do it. We'll do it.
I doubt we're even filming anything now. Like I just feel like United are proper closed off with the whole Netflix, Amazon. Like they just try to keep everything behind
Can you imagine someone there saying the idea of Fergie's Last Dance? Can you imagine in 10 years someone's like, anyway?
What, 2013 season?
Yeah.
You can make different Last Dances at United. You got like the Ronaldo thing, like him coming back. If we somehow fucking pick up a Champions League or something.
I just saw a comment there. Where was it? It was a good one. It's worth reading out. In 2021 we want to see Sir Alex Ferguson on a Paddock podcast. I think you'll see him on a podcast. I very much doubt he's on here though.
There you go. Thanks. Great to everyone watching. Most improved player. Let's move along.
He's done the what's it one, hasn't he? He did United's.
Did he? Oh, he did it the other week, didn't he, with Ronaldo? Most improved player 2021. Started worst. Come the furthest. Playing Blackmore 991. Interesting. Do you know what I'm going to say? And I might get a bit of stick for this because of the way that the years ended.
Can't think of that.
But I don't think anyone had the improvement that Luke Shaw had. And yes, he's gone like that.
No, because I think
But
I was
not
going
in
to
21.
say Luke
course
Shaw,
he was.
but then I feel like that was.
Well, you thought he was good in 2020?
Wasn't that when his run started?
No, he started around Christmas 2020.
To be fair, then it would be Luke Shaw because.
But hasn't he gone back to the same level though?
Well, that's the thing. I'm putting this as full. I don't know. I think he had longer
If you
being
look at
good.
the whole
That's the problem.
season,
Yes, he's done that. Like I said, it's been a
Yeah.
bit of a bell curve.
If you look at the full season,
Well, he improved
then I
the
think
most.
Yeah, there isn't many, but
No.
his run did start
Actually,
around
no.
December.
Actually, I know what the answer is. David De Gea. From the start of this year to the end of this
To
year,
be fair.
he's the one that's got
That's
the
the shout,
most
yeah.
improved.
I thought
Got
he'd
to
be
be
done after Villarreal.
Him or Delo?
Yeah, Delo's up
I was
there.
thinking
From
Delo, but
starting
then he's not
position.
really played because like he was
No.
at Milan. And do you know what? There was like 2 months at Milan where I actually thought he was fucking good.
Yeah,
I was actually locked into those games. I was like,
you?
this guy looks sick.
I'll be honest. I didn't
Like-
watch much of that. When
No,
he was
because
over there.
he was struggling a bit at the start when he was
Yeah.
there. But I think he went to that tournament with Portugal as well, and he looks sick in that. It's just, he's
That
finally getting
tournament,
his time. It's
You
good.
mean the Euros?
No, not the regular Euros, the kiddie one.
Lindelof in with a shout?
Under 21. Then he got called up to the first team Euros.
No.
No, not in with a shout. What were we saying, De Gea? I think it's got to be, hasn't it?
I think Lindelof's had a pretty decent year, you know.
I do.
Yeah,
I think he's better than.
I know Steve doesn't like him, but he's not a fan.
I think he's got issues as a defender, which is a problem for a defender.
So would you say?
Have you
then?
seen my
Oh, yeah,
fucking
let's have a
massive
look at
arm?
this. That looks disgusting. You seen that guy on
You've been
TikTok who
gymming
just
or
like
you
lift?
just
Yeah, I
broken
think it's
something?
problems with my ligaments or tendons have swollen, and that's gone down, and it's all over my arm now.
So what have you been doing for that to happen?
Just getting massive, Joe.
Yeah, but that's
That's right.
like awful swelling
right.
isn't
You can't prove that.
awful swelling isn't a sign that things are going well at the gym. Your arm ballooning to twice its normal
this
size
is
isn't
natural.
what they do at Mr.
Joe.
Olympia.
You know me a few years now.
I've known you for a few years.
You know that what I like to do
Yeah,
is go fucking bonkers at times.
yeah.
Right.
But
So-
ignoring your physical limitations.
Okay, well, one of the things I'm working through in therapy is the fact that I have these tendencies to go fucking nuts at times
Yeah,
and hurt myself.
yeah. So your mental
So
limitations.
I'm aware of it.
Are the thing that push your physical limitations past their limitations,
Yeah.
rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why your arm is probably 1.5 times the size it should be
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like full, like, I don't know if it's coming across on camera, and it doesn't look
No,
like it.
you can
looks
see
too
it when
bad
you're
there.
here.
Yeah. Can you tell? Not that you can tell there, can you?
You can tell it's a bit swollen.
Not only you can.
Yeah,
but
it looks like a
fucking-
chicken leg. It's a bit gross.
So,
Someone said, "Is it from tugging?"
No.
And the question has to be asked.
That'd be aggressive.
Imagine how hard you'd have to be squeezing it. Come on, like
yeah.
Tagliatelle, will it?
No, just... Well, I mean, I've done the gym 4 times this week, and every one I've kind of gone a bit hard.
That's stupid then, isn't it? I mean, go hard, but don't do that.
Fucking...
What's hard? What do you do, like,
I'd kill you.
in the gym?
This is what I'd do. I'd kill him, for starters.
Well, I'm not there, am I?
How much do you lift?
I went to the gym once, it was all right.
I haven't gone that heavy, to be honest. Because I sent you the other day when I put 120 on. I'd piss 120 for deadlift. Put it on, did like 3. I was like, fucking hell. But this is the day after I did the kettlebell snatch test. Google that. I'm not fucking explaining what that is. So I did that on Sunday night, and that might be responsible for
Kettlebell snatch test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got it upstairs in our office, haven't we? The 20.
Yeah, so I walk in the office upstairs and there's now just a kettlebell permanently in the middle of the floor. Like, that's where that's kept.
You're not allowed in unless you can do
Yeah. And everyone who does it tries to do this kettlebell snatch thing where you lift it above your head, and everyone hits the pipe that carries hot water through the whole upstairs, and that's going to burst at some point. But yeah, there's just a kettlebell in the middle of the floor, and you make everyone do this kettlebell snatch test. You'll probably have to do it in a bit.
Go do it.
I think my arms are a bit
Everyone's
mashed
struggling.
up, to be honest.
Everyone's struggling with that. No one's struggling with
Wait,
it.
how heavy is it?
20.
You'll be right. You'll be able to do it, and you'll get arms that are 3 times the size they should
So
be.
yeah,
which
I
is
did that.
apparently a good thing.
Did
I
171
only do
in
about
10
15
minutes.
kg, 14.
Arms hurt. And then I wasn't meant to do that on Sunday, but the gym was closed. So the 24-hour gym that we're members of
Oh yeah,
was closed.
that's good, isn't it?
No.
No.
So then I ended up doing that in my kitchen. Monday, did weights.
In the kitchen,
Where else should I do it?
garden.
It's dark.
So.
So I do it in my fucking kitchen, Joseph.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
And then I did weights again Monday, Tuesday, and a run. And then
You lost weight. You gained strength. What's the aim here?
I am losing weight. I was 30 pound down.
That's good,
But
isn't it?
since I got swolled up, and in the negative sense, I put 8 pound on in a day. Which is just water,
and
innit?
that's just piss. Water and piss.
Eight pound in a
delicious.
day.
Right,
so I knew I was swollen.
So most improved player, David De Gea.
Steve's
Lock it in.
arms.
David De Gea, yeah?
Yeah.
From the start of the year when it looked like he might be going, it was him and Henderson fighting it out.
To be fair, I'd say David De Gea, the low and around. Luke Shaw, if you consider his run starting, but it was like December.
Yeah. Okay. Move on. Best youngster. Now I'm going to say youngster is anyone under the age of what? 23?
Oh, got to call
What we
it a
saying?
rookie. Someone in your first 100 games.
First 100, but we don't. Yeah, but someone might have played 106
So
games.
it's not
and we pick
Mason,
him.
right? Was it Mason already played 100?
I don't know. Yeah, we've got to be able to have Mason in there. He's a youngster, but he might have played 100 games.
Mason's just like such a...
Let's say under 23. I would say that's fair.
Best youngster.
Best youngster. I
Can't
mean,
think of anyone.
Mason,
Mason's the obvious one, but like...
Sancho, Alanga. Who are the options here?
It's Mason, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Mason.
It's Mason, but
I love there's a disappointment in your voice in saying that. I think it's Mason.
No, I love Mason Greenwood, but I just want a different someone to jump in.
because
there.
he'll have won that the last 3
He's
years.
just been smashing it the last 3 years.
Yeah,
To be fair, that run he went on just before
The
the
end of the
Europa League,
yeah.
that was good. That was a good run of form, like the Villa goals and that.
Recency bias fucks every awards. I'm trying to remember
Yeah,
what
true.
happened in January 2021. Like someone said earlier, it's the 24th month of 2020. Shit, this.
Yeah, it is.
Was the last time you went away when we went to pre-season?
I think I went to France or something just after that. But yeah, 2018 or 2019 is the last time I left the country.
I went Bahrain in November.
Yeah.
And then Australia, Singapore in the summer.
You've not been out since.
No. And I'm getting... I need to go. Like,
Yeah,
it's
you
one of
need
my
to go,
things
man.
that I fucking love, just fucking off somewhere.
Yeah, it does feel like it's just been a big long year. Since
I've been to the
March
same
last
place
year, doesn't it?
twice in COVID.
Have you?
Yeah,
You've been to Turkey, haven't you?
yeah, just twice. Last year for a month and this year for like
A
2
month
weeks.
as well. That's good, isn't it?
That was
That's
good,
like you've
man.
moved house.
Yeah. I stayed in a hotel for like 3 weeks. It was that cheap.
Like Alan
Like
Partridge
£20 a night.
in the travel tavern in Turkey. That's pretty
It
good.
was
isn't
good, bro. No, it was sick. It was honestly.
That does sound. I'd love to have done that. That sounds fantastic. People saying youngster means first team, so it's Mason, no question. Yeah, we're not. It's not an academy award, is it? We're talking first team players here.
An Academy Award.
So we're going with
Mason.
yeah, an
Mason,
academy
yeah.
award.
It's
Very
the
good.
obvious one.
Mason Greenwood, yeah. Right, most disappointing player. Now we're getting into it, lads. Now there's one where there's actually more than one candidate for it. Can I throw up in the air? A few up in the air.
He's so shit.
That people,
Recently.
Fred, Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire. We probably
You
have
want
to put Marcus
Wan-Bissaka?
Rashford on the list whether we want to or not. Yeah? Who else would be on the list?
Bruno, low-key.
I think Bruno's not been bad enough for long enough, and he's still.
You can't say Bruno's been disappointing.
So I think
you look mental trying to argue.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's those 4. So Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Rashford, Fred.
I'm gonna throw you a couple of random ones.
Go on then.
I think it's Wan-Bissaka or Maguire.
I'm gonna throw you Sancho, Ronaldo, and Varane. Have they been disappointing versus what you thought
expected?
They would? Yeah.
Martial.
I mean, I didn't expect anything, so I'm not disappointed.
I think Ronaldo's giving me sort of what I expected, like just a couple clutch goals, like get us through the Champions League. He's still managed to get. He's got 11 goals and assists in the Premier, like 15 games. Out. That's the top. That's sort of the rate.
It was the question, wasn't it? Stay
no, I know you were saying
we're debating through it, and then I think Sancho. It did take him a bit of time. He always takes him time to get into a season. Varane's been injured.
Yeah.
I think Pogba, the fucking invisible man.
Yeah, but that's like every year, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, it's what we're looking at is expectation compared to reality.
Especially after that league.
We kind of got what you expect out of Pogba, which is a few more good games than people want to admit, but a lot of poor games and a lot of injuries. That's basically what you get with him.
Yeah, Ed's nailed what I was trying to get at there. Varane's been disappointing because he's not really been available, but not performance-wise.
Pogba did his yearly trip to Dubai as well.
Again, because he's not played.
Well, he's just a nothing.
If he doesn't
he's just nothing.
Weekend,
to be fair, he was going for a run at Alec Park the other day.
Yeah, like Fallowfield or something.
Was he going for a run? Or was he doing what everyone else does?
He was going.
Park?
That is the dodgiest park in all of Manchester.
What were they doing there? Picking up drugs and that.
Yeah.
I swear, when I was in school, there was always a rumor like someone had been murdered or there, or like something had happened to someone.
It was more like news.
It was real murders there. Where's this?
Go on, Alexandra Park.
Is that the one that's like out as you
Princess
going out
Parkway?
Fallowfield.
Just go south. Yeah, just south.
Yeah, I know where we're going.
Just look on a dodgy park on the right next to the Shell.
Yeah, I know what you're about. I don't think I've ever been.
You might have gone to Chicken Run.
Might have been, yeah.
Chicken Run's all right.
No, a little bit. I thought that. He got one of the chicken shops on the main road.
Yeah.
See if that or
the chicken split is just down
lots
the road.
of African bars.
Chicken splitter.
That
sounds like the nickname for a murderer around there.
That's the food.
The chicken splitter strikes again. His victims are spatchcocked.
Oh, there's a right load of chicken shops on there. Shitloads of them, yeah.
I think Jesse and a couple of the other players are like, when he did like a YouTube thing a couple of years ago, he went to eat there. I told Donny about it.
Was it Trent's brother got robbed there?
He got robbed on the main road, so like, and it's just there.
Jesus. Did you see Cancelo got his head?
Yo, that looked bad, you know.
That'd have bled a lot.
He looked like he was, unless he like, nah. I was going to say it's just like some insurance thing, like
what on his
hit me?
When you're on 250 grand a week, I don't think you need that.
Smack me in the face right now. Yeah. You never know, man. Maybe the insurance is mad through the roof.
I think there's got to be. If you was a footballer, I think I'd have 24-hour security, mate. Yeah. I think I would pay the 100 grand a year or whatever it would cost for the.
Sometimes the clubs provide it, innit? Yeah. Where do you think he lives? It won't be town if that's happened to him, because I know that a lot of the City players.
Wilmslow Triangle, innit? It's Alderley Edge, fucking Hale. Wilmslow was one of those. Probably.
Most City players, I'm pretty sure now live quite central.
There's a lot of them.
Some of them live in flats.
They live in. I've seen
technically Salford. If you want to
I think Pep, the same one. Bernardo's in there. A couple of other players are.
Isn't it mad that Jose came in and lived in Salford for 2.5 years? That's ace, isn't it? I love that.
I hope someone corrects him as well if he's like, I live in Manchester. No, you don't.
By the width of a river, you live in Salford. So let's go back to this. The most disappointing player. I think we can narrow this down.
Stop trying to keep it on topic.
I think we can narrow this down.
Fridays are about
to
Kinel.
Maguire.
For me, it's Maguire or Wan-Bissaka. Because I didn't think Delors, as much as I wanted him to come in and do something, I didn't think he'd just displace Wan-Bissaka that easy. And I thought there was a possibility of that happening. Because I think if he got a proper chance, he'd do it. But it's disappointing how much he slumped in form. Like, again, the Young Boys game was a good opportunity to be like, all right, I'm one of the senior players on the pitch.
Yeah,
I've got to be the guy here. Disappointed in that game. Like, probably one of the worst players on the pitch. Which other game? Like, yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Poor.
Like every time the ball goes near him, look, his confidence is the lowest it's been by a mile.
The pass to De Gea in the end. Do you remember that?
Was that Wan-Bissaka?
That was Wan-Bissaka when he like turned around and just booted it out for a corner.
His left foot won it, and he hit it so hard though.
No way this guy was a winger though at Palace. No chance.
Mad, ain't it? I need to see the receipts. Someone's gonna have to get me his yearly reports.
Yeah, something's going
on. There must be like a real Wan-Bissaka.
Like VAT on it. I was like, yeah, he said full VAT. Can I see him? No. Like, he played winger for Palace. Can I see
something happened to his body. He grew.
Do you know what?
In a certain way.
I've got WeScout. It might be on WeScout. I'll have a look on WeScout. There might be some games. That's what I'm going to do.
From like 2015.
Yeah. Because like there's some of our players are on there. It goes that low. Yeah, there's players that play.
Well, they will be on there then, won't they? So we're going between Wan-Bissaka and Maguire then. So let's mention Rashford quickly. We put him out of the list because he's been injured. He's still coming back from that. But he's not. Yeah. It's not been a great year for him, has it?
It hasn't. I think
with the injury for starters.
Yeah.
I think him and Bruno.
Shit Euros,
one of the things. Obviously, I'm not completely adding Bruno to that list, but one of the things is because of what they offer creatively and in terms of goals. They've been a bit unfortunate with where Ralph's come in. He'll be like, okay, I know that you can play on the left in this system. I think you can play up front. They've been sort of they've been shuffled around a lot. There isn't like, this is your role. This is what's going to happen.
That's true.
And a lot of it fell on their shoulders under Ollie. Like in that period, it was just like everything we did had to go through Bruno, Rashford, like Shaw, that little triangle. And then when teams shut us up, like Villarreal in that final, it just looks horrible. But again, it's been disappointing, especially because after he bags against Leicester, he looks like the best player within 5 minutes. Atalanta game, missed some chances, but he just looked on fire, like gets chances. Spurs off the bench bags, and then it just sort of goes down from there. And I think he'll find his feet again. Like I think you get these patches from certain players, unless like your Salahs and other players in the leagues where they're just flying throughout the season. So yeah, hopefully he finds his feet again. I think I actually expect him to play back in the front too, because of the fact that there's no real runner and behind that defence. So yeah, I'm hoping that Ralph gets him through this period.
Yeah, me too. Oscar Groot says, just as a positive, great excuse to spend New Year's watching you lot. Thank you very much. Thanks for the great content. As always, up the Paddock. Award for most annoying player. We might get to that at the end. Are we going with Maguire?
I'm going with
Maguire, man.
You got to think, to be Manchester United captain, to be all the things that come along with being an £80 million signing. I mean, Pogba's had some performances that were frustrating, but never just been like, just never play him again. And Maguire's had some just get him out of the fucking team performances.
Yeah, you're
Pogba
right.
Never had that. It was always like, oh, could he do a bit more? Like, can we get that out of him maybe? It was never just fuck him off and don't bring him back. And that's the disappointment with it.
Yeah.
I'm just sick of just watching him just receive the ball, turn, then play a shit pass to De Gea or put someone else under pressure. Like, there's no excuses for that. Like, I think under Ollie, the last period, I thought maybe it was down to the way we were building up and, you just kept getting cornered into that left side. But he brings it onto himself, innit? And that's why you can't really give him many excuses. And especially, I thought he was good in the Euros. Like, to be fair, I thought he was one of the better defenders.
International football's blank, mate.
But then again, international football is just loads of space.
But I thought he was pretty good for United from, what was it, the Newcastle. He started shit after the whole Mykonos stuff. He scored against Newcastle, and then he was pretty good after that till the end of the season. What are you laughing at? But I thought he was. Oh yeah, I thought he was pretty good for most of the season last year. Like good and like far better than he is now. And then he comes back this season and has just been atrocious pretty much every week. And every time the ball goes near him, he looks like he's worried, he's scared, his confidence is completely gone. Like he's just the
switch
worst
has been insane because
Yeah.
we lost apparently against Villarreal in the Europa because he didn't play. And now when he's been unavailable, people go, we might win now. The flip from that to the current situation shows you how drastic the drop off has been with him.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's all down to decision making, a lot of it, innit? Because a lot of people speak about his pace. It's the fact that like he decides to turn in certain ways. Remember Maguire when he first joined? Like he'd just carry through the middle of the pitch. Like he'd actually help you a lot in your build up. He'd look to switch it across.
We're different though now. Yeah. We're in a massive way. United are different. The line never used to be high. We went from being a reactive counter-attacking side to being a possession-based side. And that fundamental change of who we were affected him the most.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. That and now there's a whole myriad of things playing into that. And I still don't think he's really
the only
been
good
that
thing I'd say
that
I see from him recently with Ralph joining is probably like a couple of decent switches onto the fullback and stuff, but it's just limited stuff for a centre-back that in this day and age, £80 million, when you look at what Van Dijk's done at Liverpool, when you look at what Varane can offer when he's in form. When you compare him to Lindelof, who, again, has not got that physical presence and can get beat 1v1, like in the air and stuff. Lindelof's probably been better on the ball. Like he's been better when stepping out. Some of the passes he's played in behind to Bruno and Rashford. So you shouldn't be getting outshone by those players, man. No. Like for the money we've spent on him, he's been so disappointing this year. I thought he'd just keep going up.
Yeah, me
like
too.
after last year, I thought he'd just keep going to another level, but he hasn't.
Shame. Let's move on then. Best player of the year. Let me put some candidates out there. Bruno, Ronaldo.
Fucking hell, this is tragic.
Tough, innit? Who else is in that list for best player?
Best player.
Cavani.
I'm trying to think.
If you're looking at the average of their performances, it's probably Cavani, but there haven't been enough of him to call him the player of the year.
No.
That's the frustration with Cavani. He had pretty ordinary against Burnley last night.
Yeah.
Outside of that, name me another performance that's happened. It fucking hasn't.
No. I think for me it has to be Bruno still. For the
Numbers.
for the numbers for the first half of the year, January to May,
Give it Cavani because
he was brilliant. We could give it to Cavani for the Abba song, but like I said, he's just
To be fair,
not
whenever
played
he's
enough, has
touched the pitch, Cavani is just.
we can't be giving it Cavani.
We can't be giving it Cavani. I don't even know who gets it, man. We have been shit this year. We've
I
been
saw a
so
stat
bad.
earlier that Arsenal have won more
Bruno,
points than us in
like-
the league this year, 2021. That's carnage.
I
innit?
can't think of like Bruno since he's joined has had those moments. Like I can't think of the games that he's had this year. Like where he's done a madness.
It's the 24th month of 2020.
Shame, innit?
Are they going to fuck it off or what? Are we going to be dicking around with this forever?
What? COVID?
I think it's just gonna carry on. Forever.
Like
That's it.
200,000
200,000
a
a
day
day getting it.
now. Yeah,
Fuck
mad, innit?
Isn't it like a
Christ.
proper light one though?
Supposedly.
Apparently.
It's like Diet COVID. It's
I
spreadable.
prefer COVID zero, but it's all right. Spreadable, yeah. You can keep it in the fridge and it still spreads. People saying De Gea or
That was
Bruno.
a joke on multiple levels,
It's
and you
very good.
fucking hell.
Fernandes or Cavani. It seems to be between De Gea, Fernandes and Cavani. My vote is Fernandes. I think he's just done the most. Even look at this season.
To be fair, you know what? You look at
below
Europa
par.
run
Brian
as well.
Robson.
Brian Robson.
Remember like the Roma game and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good from Bruno.
Yeah,
Like,
and like
Europa
this
games,
season,
that was
even
sick.
in the Champions League, obviously Ronaldo's had the finishing touch, and he's the one that's done it.
Fucking drunk this year.
But he's got
I can't
five.
remember anything
He's got
before
five
summer.
assists in 5 different
Good in
games in
the
the group
Champions League.
stages.
Do you know what it is? I don't remember
Some of
games
his
I don't
assists
go
have
to.
been unreal as
Is
well.
that what it is?
I think so,
When you're
yeah.
watching me, I don't know.
I haven't got a fucking clue, yeah. He's like Roma. I'm like, when are we playing Roma? I don't remember playing Roma. Playing Roma.
You know what it is? Them games where there's just no fans, where usually it'll mean something.
Yeah.
It makes a difference. Like,
Yeah, it does.
oh mate, we could have gone to San Siro, man.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen.
So who are you going for? I'll go Bruno.
I'm going Bruno. You know what? To be fair, that the first part of the year is just standard Bruno, man. Important
Yeah.
goals, still assisting. You made a good point with the Champions League this year as well, because it's been crucial for that. There was, I think, the Champions League page the other day. They put up like videos of his assists, unreal. Like they were actually unbelievable assists. The one against Young Boys where he just perfectly times that. The
Oh,
one
yeah.
around the corner to Marcus, and the
back heel
heel
to Ronaldo.
Those are world class
Yeah,
assists. To be
not
fair,
just
so
like little passes, little
Yeah.
taps. Yeah,
I hope he finds his feet again.
me too.
But yeah, for 2022,
No, man.
2021. he's the
Mark
guy.
says, Joe, have you ever tied your top up to your chest and put your hair in pigtails?
I worked for a charity car wash for one summer, and we had to wear
That's a
something,
yes.
we had to wear something
That's
similar
a
to
fucking
that.
yes.
But yeah, we got paid very handsomely.
Right.
And most of the videos
We're getting
were
into what we
destroyed.
wanted now. Someone says, forget this United dross.
Okay.
Thank you. The last 10 minutes. What
So
we're
player of the
gonna do.
year, Steve?
Brian Robson.
Bruno
We're
Fernandes
going to forget
wins it 2-1.
all of this nonsense and we're going to talk about anything other than United in 2021
Well,
or
how
2022. Last 15 minutes. Indulge me. Favourite comedian? I'm going to start with Shmabdul. Who's your favourite
Comedian Dave Chappelle.
I think he's retired, so I'm not sure you can pick him now.
I don't have anyone
Let's
else.
be active.
I don't watch a lot of comedians.
Oh, go away then.
Ever? Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
I said no, let's say working right now.
Working.
Someone that you can go and see.
I swear Dave Chappelle still does. Is he like officially retired? Because he come back.
No.
didn't he?
Doug
he's
Stanhope's
not-
coming to Manchester. We should
Is
go.
it?
I
Yeah,
think
we'll
you'd
go.
like him.
I'll go with that. I do like him.
I've seen him in Salford, I guess. In Salford before.
Have you?
But yeah, he's coming to Salford. I think April. I'll get tickets.
Who's gonna say
Yeah,
something
I'll go.
shit like Peter Kay?
It's not 1998, you dickhead.
Yeah, he's definitely retired. Bill Burr's
Not
up
saying
there.
he is.
Bill Burr's
he's not-
definitely
he's
up
Bill's,
there.
I watched him
Tom
last time he was in
Segura was
Manchester.
sensational when I watched him at the Lowry.
Yeah, I do love James Acaster.
Yeah,
do
people
like
are
him.
saying it. Chappelle's still working.
Billy Connolly. Yeah, but I don't think he is, though.
Billy Connolly's
Nah,
not
the
still
last few
working.
ones on
Billy,
Netflix. been
I
decent.
saw him. Stuart Lee's very good, by the way.
Yeah.
I saw Billy Connolly in town a few years ago, and he was poorly. He was like, I was going to stand next to this stool. He goes, it's not because I've got somewhere to put my drink, it's because I need to hold onto it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this got sad.
Yeah, he's stopped doing it now, hasn't he?
I saw another one up there that was a good shout. Mark Maron.
Mark Maron's good. Yeah, James Acaster, probably. I like Bill Burr. I like Theo Von as well, he's good. but he's better live than.
Stand-up shit.
I thought live it was really good. In person it was good, but I didn't like it on Netflix as much. Here's a question for you then. Not a question. Sir Alex Ferguson's birthday. That can take you all the way back to whatever year you want. Worth mentioning. 80 years old. Good stuff, innit? Have you ever been? And this is where it leads me to.
80.
Have you ever been under a big banner that's come out?
Yeah.
And like just completely can't see anything?
Yeah.
Scary?
Once.
Good? That's never happened to me.
Happened quite quick though, innit?
When I went to Leipzig, they did full tifo.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. They're doing like
Bastard.
Dortmund. You're like, sometimes they keep them up for quite a bit.
Fucking nothing.
I want to watch
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah, you just it's like claustrophobic as fuck, covered in a bit of tarp, covered in some plastic.
You stopped when I was in K-stand a lot. because
Sweating.
I was in K-stand lower, so I used to get quite a few of them when I was in there. What always surprised me, mostly when I was a kid, because I could never reach it when I was a kid,
really?
because everyone just drags it and
palm
pushes
it,
it along,
yeah.
don't they? It's the fucking speed at which they go.
Really?
It's fast.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's fast when
I'd
you're
love
under
to be
it.
underneath one of them. I always think about that. When they come out, I think, if you're just in the middle of that,
think I was
I'm
under
just
like
having a
an Ollie
fat
one.
panic attack. Like, you can't see
You know what
anything.
I'm saying? There's
Everything's
something in
red.
Germany, isn't there, where a woman's got a window, like an old lady. She's
Really?
got her own window in one because they do a tifo every game, and she must have kicked off. I'm not having
Yeah,
that.
fuck this.
Fucking 80 years I've been coming.
Yeah,
and
got
they've done
asthma.
her a window.
That's good, isn't it? So everything's got to have a little hole in it.
So yeah, and like there's a picture of her like proper like smug as fuck like that,
Looking
with
through
just
it.
a fucking head popping out of it. Sensational.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Did you? Can you? Where does obviously Fergie sits in the north south stand? Can you? Did you see him come out and everything yesterday? Because he got a bit of a round of applause and everything, didn't he?
No, not where I am.
I wasn't at the game.
No, you're not. Oh, you bastard.
Go ahead.
It's a mad one. It was like I took Ronaldo yesterday, but my dad didn't come. Ronaldo was like, "Who do you reckon the next player is to get a stand?" You got Sir Bobby Charlton. Obviously, not going to rename the Stretford end to anything else.
No.
You got Sir Alex Ferguson over. And it was like, you know, who would get that stand potentially? And you're like, well, the only person that can come close, realistically, you can't separate any of our Ballon d'Or winners. Best, Charlton, who's already got one, Law. Dennis Law's the king of the Stretford end. He's got a statue inside. That's as close as you're going to get, I think, to the
Yeah, they're not gonna
renaming the
rename
Stretford
it.
end. You could have done George Best when he died,
Yeah.
potentially. The George Best stand on East Stand because of the romance associated with George Best. And then the Trinity would all have outside, and they'd all have, you know, you'd have Best, Charlton, and Law technically on the inside. The next level, I mean, there's too much time elapsed between Brian Robson retiring and anything now. Otherwise, Brian Robson would have been worthy. Not a Ballon d'Or winner, probably was the best player in the world at United, which is rare, I think it's fair to say. You come outside of that bubble, and you're looking at the class of 92,
Yeah.
and it's only Ryan Giggs. And because of Ryan Giggs' alleged off-field,
Indiscretions.
I was going to say hobbies, but yeah, I don't think he's going to get...
Don't think you can
I
call
don't think
them
you're getting a
hobbies,
Ryan
mate.
Giggs stand.
No.
And you can't go and give Scholes one if you've not give Giggs one.
Or
And you
Beckham
can't
or-
give Neville
yeah.
one.
No,
I
do you
think-
reckon?
The closest you're going to get is probably
Scholes-
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
If he
But
wins
he's got to
another
win the
league and a
Champ.
Champions League,
Yeah, he's going to have to do a double again, I think.
that'd be mad, wouldn't it? But then, is it not mad to put a player that, however you want to cut it, is a bigger legend for Real Madrid than he is for Man United?
Oh, no, I don't agree with it. I'm saying I think I could see this club doing it
Yeah,
to get some association with Ronaldo. They love a fucking bit of sparkle like
the
that.
Ed
don't they?
Woodward stand. I've seen him doing that. Not only is he sticking around, we're going to name a stand after him because of the great times that he's had here. It's mad that he's sticking around, isn't it? But yeah, Ronaldo maybe. Cantona, not going to. Like I said, it's been too long now. That's not going to happen.
And you've had people equal or surpass what they did. As much as they,
Yeah.
you know, Cantona's the reason I love this football club.
Yeah.
Well, Rooney's the
gonna say
reason
Rooney's
someone
done that.
else loves this football club.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is the reason somebody else loves this football club. Beckham is
Yeah.
the reason someone else loves this football club. There's tons of legends of this football club. How you separate? I mean, the bar's so low at Arsenal for a fucking statue outside.
Yeah.
Like it would be as many people outside Old Trafford as inside Old Trafford if you did fucking statues for everyone that got the same sort of treatment Arsenal have got. But I don't know where the next statue comes from. There should undoubtedly be a Class of 92 statue.
Yeah.
There should undoubtedly be a Busby Babes statue. Why is... I mean, we have the memorial, but let's have a Duncan Edwards statue. Let's have... They're talking... I don't know if it's just pure talk, but they're talking about, 1991 Cup Winners' Cup stand, obviously, to commemorate the greatest achievement this club's ever had. You want an academy stadium.
Yeah.
Well, that needs to be the Jimmy Murphy Stadium. Or the.
Well, they're doing a Jimmy Murphy statue, aren't they? Good. That is one that's happening. Good. So that's good. But yeah, I can't imagine. I don't think there is a player that currently exists that would get a stand named after him now. I don't think that exists. I don't even think Ronaldo. And even if, no matter what he did,
even if like as yet to be determined, fucking Hollywood kid is about to come through and break through the academy, they've got to beat Ryan Giggs' career.
But have they?
Yeah, they do, because otherwise you have to go, well, why the fuck are we doing Hollywood kid and not Ryan Giggs?
You didn't give it Dennis Law because he won the most leagues. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, it's not one named after him. But Bobby Charlton didn't win as many leagues as Giggs.
No, but Bobby Charlton, I can't remember how I'm going to do this, but his career, Hollywood would call it a bit much.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but I'm saying he didn't surpass Giggs' medal tally.
He also was a director and involved in the running of the club from retiring as well. So
what I'm saying is someone could do that. They couldn't do what he did off the pitch stuff maybe, but someone would have to come in and do something monumental, because that's the thing. He's represented the club and changed the club and been part of the club for longer than Giggs did. I know he didn't win as much on the pitch, but he did more. Sir Alex did more. Obviously, he won more.
When Sir Alex is Sir Alex, that's fine.
That's game over.
So Bobby's no one's going to argue with. Busby Babe, Munich survivor, World Cup winner, League winner, FA Cup winner, European Cup winner, Ballon d'Or winner, something Giggs didn't do. When he finished, he was the all-time leading scorer at Manchester United and the all-time leading appearances at Manchester United. If there's a fucking box, he ticked it.
Yeah, exactly.
He was doing MVQs like a motherfucker. What's that box? Yeah, I've won a fucking lot. Don't worry about that.
I mean, it's not happened, and it probably won't now because it hasn't already. But what about Busby then? Because that's not happened, has it? There would have been a time where you would never argue that. You still probably wouldn't if the stand was named after him, but it hasn't been.
Well, the street's named after him.
Yeah, I know, and there's statues and it's all there, but that would happen. That's possible, isn't it? But obviously, it hasn't.
Yeah, so you got some at Busby Way with some at the end of it, right outside the front of East Stand. Obviously, the Stretford End's an iconic name now. I don't think you're ever going to change that to anything else.
Unless it's the Walker's Crisps End or something that they might get in a few years when the Super League goes through.
I like that. That was classy, Joe.
Walker's Crisps.
Yeah.
Football Association. I know every year they change it. They do a competition. The pickled onion end.
Oh, nice.
The tandoori chicken end or whatever, when they do like a special one. Do you think they'd ever do that? Do you think the Glazers would ever sell the name of Old Trafford? I don't think they will.
They would sell anything that they can sell.
I think they got warned off it early doors, and I'm amazed they've not. Because if you give me the choice now, live with paying 100 million in interest repayments and debt every year, or we're just going to call it the fucking Prudential Life fucking arena. You're like, cool. Honestly, Joe, the only people it matters to is Sky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I've never once used the Sports Direct Arena for Newcastle.
No. It's not called that anymore, is it? But no.
It's St James's Park.
Yeah, that's true.
Old Trafford's Old Trafford.
Yeah, Wikipedia and Sky, the only two people that would have it written as what it is.
I think there's a lot of sentimentality associated with the name, but I think you've just sold fucking money for nothing.
What's the worst name ground?
No.
Is it like Stoke? Was it the
Bet365 Arena?
I actually didn't know why it was called that.
The Bet365 Arena is bad.
There's some in America named after like Memorial Field and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's some quite good
Soldier
ones.
Field.
Yeah, Soldier Field's pretty good. People saying I think Hotel Football would be the kind of class of 92 linked to Old Trafford. But they're not. Imagine they put a statue of themselves outside of Hotel Football. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? That would be good. I wonder if they will do that. If they do an Academy Stadium, you've got to have Jimmy Murphy in class of 92, I'd have thought.
100%.
And the Babes.
Anyone who's done any Academy player that's made 100 appearances for the first team officially made it. Now, I know that if you've ever been to Carrington, that walkway in between the Academy building and the first team building, there's little glass plaques of every player that's ever made a debut, and it's fascinating reading. And it's great to read as well, because you can go back all the way on the left-hand side and see the likes of George Best, come all the way on the right and see your Mengies and your Masons and stuff like that, and then fucking Giggs and Beckham and everybody in between. And I love that there's that living history like that. That you as a 6-year-old can walk along that and see all of these names that your granddad used to watch and your dad watched, and then the ones that you're currently watching, and go, 10 years' time, I'm putting my fucking name on that. That I love about this club. And that, standing for something's what every club should do, and that is United for me.
Just to double check something, You don't think in 10 years' time your name's going to be on that wall? That's not what you were saying then, is it?
What?
You said in 10 years' time I'm putting my name on that.
I'm not a 6-year-old academy player at United.
That's what my confusion was. I lost you for a second. I thought you said...
I embodied a 6-year-old
Right,
for a
here we
minute
go.
for a quote joke.
Yeah, we've told you about that. Here we go. Steve, 46 years old, making his debut for the first team.
To be fair, we'll probably be finished by then.
You what?
We'll probably be finished as a club by then.
Maybe. Although Barcelona, they're more
get my
finished
name
than
on that
us.
wall!
They're more finished than us, and they're spending 55 million quid on Ferran Torres.
Honestly, everyone's got a mate like Barcelona.
I know.
Them loan
Aren't they?
sharks are
It's
going to
mad,
come
innit?
in.
What are you doing coming out? I've got a
Yeah.
payday loan.
Yeah. You're like, what's happened? Or it'll text you
How
going,
much?
just won £1,000 at the casino. Like, how much are you up this year? Don't worry about it. I've got £1,000. Like, he's like 15 grand down, but he's just won £1,000 and he's taking everyone out for dinner. Barca are mad,
I've
aren't
got
they?
20 quid, I don't have to pay 1,100 back.
Yeah, exactly. But I've got it in cash and they can't take that off me. Right, I think that'll be all from us today. Very good. Enjoyed myself. Did you, Steve?
Good, yep.
Yeah, wonder who this is.
What's happened?
Loads of fucking weird authenticity tech things.
Oh
Don't
no,
worry about 'em.
they're going to nick all your money off you again, aren't they? Have you ever been scammed by one of them? No. A girl came into work when I was working at a bar, and she was like proper sheepish, not talking to her. I was like, "You're right." She's like, "Something bad's happened." So what? She's like, I had to send 100 quid in cash vouchers because the CIA caught me on a porn site. You know, that's what it's like. You can lock your computer. It doesn't lock your computer, but she thought it did. I don't know how it does it. It makes it go full screen or something. And basically, if you close,
How'd you fall for that?
if you close, because she's thick, and she was like, I sent them these. 'Cause
Thick as in-
they want you to send
alright,
like
idiot.
cash voucher things because they don't have money. They're not real.
traceable, then.
No, she bought them from like Argos's
Oh my
website
God.
and sent them over
The
because
CIA.
she didn't want her boyfriend. I can't remember if it's the CIA or MI5.
I know, but one of them
It's like
is-
the
it is one of
government.
them, innit?
Yeah, she was like, it's the government has found out you've been doing
My
this.
favourite
And they wanted a Tesco voucher.
Yeah, and she didn't want her boyfriend to find out, so she just paid it.
My favourite recent scams are like the NFT ones.
Oh.
I was like in one of them Discords one time. This guy's just like, someone's robbed my penguin.
Oh, it's so
Come
sad.
on, man.
Isn't it?
NFTs is a fucking madness, isn't it?
Mate,
I'm
trust
getting
me.
into them this year in a big way.
Oh,
I've been into
Come
them.
on,
They're
yeah.
not good for your heart.
Draw a
mate.
picture of my own.
1 month you think you're absolutely doing a madness. 2 months later, it's just
That's why I want to do it. It's just funny, isn't
your
it?
money's
So
just
I read
gone.
that this is a way that some people are doing this. Is like, let's say I had £1 million, right? And I have my £1 million in some random cryptocurrency
I
because
would have
that's
made
what
you
happens in
a billion
2022.
right now with that million. I actually would have.
That's definitely not true.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
I would have just bought a bunch of NFTs.
If you give him £1 million in Argos cash vouchers, it'll get you in there.
So if you've got £1 million in a cryptocurrency,
Mm.
you can have someone create you an NFT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a nice, pretty drawing that John Terry will buy.
Usually some sort of like gorilla with a hat on. That's what they tend to be, isn't it? It's like it's mostly just people drawing monkeys in cartoon style. That seems to be all it is.
Yeah, and but
Respect them, they're called bored apes.
Yeah, so
That's the one.
you can own that. Now, I did hear something cool about it. Quentin Tarantino was thinking of NFT in like some of his films.
People
And he
do
was
that with
thinking of doing.
music as well.
He was saying like whoever owns the NFT for Reservoir Dogs.
Can already watch it.
No, it's not about watching it. They're attaching experiences to it, so you can come and hang out with Quentin Tarantino once a year if you are the person who owns that. And obviously, that's how you can check who owns it because of the records and this, that, and the other. But anyway, one of the things that I heard someone was doing is if you got £1 million in an NFT or in a cryptocurrency, you build an NFT, you sell it to yourself for $1 million, then it's got the record that it was
Yeah,
sold
because
for
you
$1
can
million.
you can track the sales history of an NFT.
Yeah. So therefore, it's worth $1 million, but you've only just made it worth $1 million by selling it to your fucking self, and then you can sell it for 50% discount, make $500,000. That's so getting shut down.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know
loads
everyone
of
know that,
dodgy stuff
but
in
that's
the
possible.
NFT space, man.
Yeah,
like,
of course it
Because
is.
it's
the way
so
it gets
new.
manipulated. It's
Yeah, I'm going to be walking around with a VR headset with just cash falling out my pockets in 12
Yeah,
months.
so
Keeping our eyes out.
I bought like one of these pudgy penguin things. Yeah.
It's
I
lost
went-
it. I've lost my penguin.
It looks sick, I swear, bro. It hit like a decent amount of ETH and then it just absolutely collapsed. Like,
Do you know what I
bro,
mean?
there you go.
If you've
Most
not
of
got the
these
balls to
are
sell, it's
worthless
long.
hype. Exactly.
Yeah, they are worthless.
They're just
We're talking
pictures.
about NFTs or United players. Robert McCarthy says, want to hear something heartbreaking. Found a VHS tape behind my dad's wardrobe of the 91 Cup Winners' Cup. Went and got a digital and my dad recorded over it in 1993 for my sister's first birthday. Wounded. What's more important?
If you do the maths, your dad got fucking leaving it in because we won the cup.
That's going to be all from us on the House and Brew tonight. The last one of the year. We'll be back next year.
Is your sister called Brian
Okay,
Robson by any
thank you.
chance?
Brian Robson II.
Oh, is she called Mark Sparky Hughes McCarthy?
Thank you for coming on, Abdul. Cheers, Steve. Thanks to everyone at home.
One.
Thank you to everyone for watching in 2021. That's good, isn't it? Good taste of flat. Lovely.
Next year, can I go out? Yeah. That's all I want to do. I just want to fuck. She's called Brianna. Next year, I just want to be in a different country multiple times. That's all I want to do.
And when you can have it, Stay. Your wish is my command. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in a bit.